Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Green Lantern, issue number 1 by this guy named Grant Morrison. I don't know what the big deal is about this guy. I never heard of him before. I'm joking. People are like, oh, dislike, leave this channel. May I make a suggestion, DC? Can we actually call this Beware My Power Green Lantern? Because there are a lot of Green Lantern titles out there. I'm just saying this would help. All right, so let's get into talking about this. This is obviously issue number 1, so the beginning of a brand new story arc. This is Intergalactic Lawman, baby. Grant Morrison is the writer, and Liam Sharp is the phenomenal artist for this. Steve Oliff is the colorist. Tom Orzechowski on letters. Haven't seen Tom in forever. Hope you're doing well, brother. Liam Sharp and Steve Oliff did the cover. I love when the inside and outside art is the same. Are the same people. Variant cover by Frank Quietly. Not familiar with him, but welcome. Anyway, so I just want to mention really quick the art. The art is gorgeous. The first, not even third of the book, maybe the first sixth of the book, because I don't know if there's a double-sized issue now. I'm not counting pages here, but this is a thick book, man. Whole bunch of stuff in here. The first easily sixth or so of the book is the art is so different. No, it's actually the first third. Oh, look at that. Anyway, it's so radically different that I actually thought that there were 2 different artists in here. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cool. I like when somebody can do that. Like, they legit had me convinced there were 2 different artists in this. Basically, we get a prelude story. I wouldn't call it an origin story, but a prelude story. After that, we get a couple new villains in here, a couple new species in here. There's a whole lot, dude. There is a whole lot. You might notice that there's a Green Lantern in here that looks more akin to the movie version. Remember the effing movie? Oh my God, why? But there is a lot of familiarity there. I guess Hal Jordan was suspended from the Green Lantern Corps recently. They took his battery, but they let him keep his ring. But whatever it is, there was a lot in here, man. There was a whole lot to unpack in here. Couple little callbacks, whatever, but he's been established as somebody who is not going to be doing a whole bunch of, intricate, crazy stuff all over the place. He's going to be a space cop, a beat cop. There may be some forensics involved. I'm hoping that he's going to go and visit his buddy, the Flash, if there's more forensics that needs to be involved. But it is what it is. We got a little bit of retconning going here, a little bit, but it's one of the best retcons ever. It's not explained how or why, but the Guardians, who look very different also, they look like the movie version, they're like, hey, listen, Hal, welcome back to the Corps. The Book of Oa has been compromised. For some reason, it looks like the book, there's been some inconsistencies in there, so we can't really rely on it anymore. So we're just going to have to go back to our roots, back to our basics, where, you are a lawman. We expect you to put your life on the line so that you can do so and so and so. Damn, no, really, like, this is straight talk. That's a great way to just write your own book and still give full credence to everybody. At one point, he even says, through the Guardians, Morrison has a great way to if you guys aren't familiar, anybody who's not familiar with Morrison, he has a great way of talking directly to the audience, but through his people. You always got to keep that in mind. There are going to be some things where Grant Morrison is telling you what's going to happen without actually just, somebody, hey, draw in my face in here, draw my whole bust, and just have me, with one of my cool Jedi symbols talking to people. Let them know that this is what I want them to say, all right? I want to orate to these people. He's not going to orate to anybody, all right? But he will explain things to you through the characters, all right? So in this particular case, Morrison is basically this guardian, and he's explaining, like, yeah, dude, we're going to have to go back to the basics. Can you handle that, Lantern Jordan? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We also get a whole bunch of stuff here. I want you to realize what this whole page is. This is what's going to happen in the future. So, what? Who's this? Who's that? What's all this stuff? What is all this? This is crazy. On top of that, dude, you want to talk about foreshadowing? We just had the appearance of the Ultraviolet Lanterns in the first issue of Justice League, the new one that Scott Snyder is doing, first or second issue, whatever. Here, right away, the Guardian, he's like, oh, in our service there are X-ray lanterns, radio lanterns, gamma lanterns, microwave lanterns. Wow, really? We're just gonna be like, here you go. He just gave us everything right then and there on the spot. That is sick, dude. This was good. This one, no, look, this one, and the ending, man. Uh-oh. It's just one page, so I'm not going to give it to you. It's in issue 1. Shoot. You know what? It's Morrison. I don't have to give it to you. Nope, sorry. Nope, suck it. Suck it. It's Grant Morrison. I don't have to give you the last page. Here's an issue 1 where I'm not going to give you the last page, but I will give you the coming soons, just so you get a good idea of what we can expect coming up in the Green Lantern in the years to come. So this is sick, dude. This is sick. Got a whole bunch of characters in here. What, are these the Electric Warriors or something like that? Who are these freaks? All right? Anyway, there's some freaky freaks here. Maybe they're the Electric Warriors. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to have some Green Arrow, Green Lantern team-ups. Just, the Shattered Lantern. There's going to be a whole bunch of crazy stuff here, man. The Weaponeers. I'm digging it. Oz is digging it. Now, I also want to set up some expectations, or at least quell some expectations. Where is it? I know it's in here because, damn it, it's in every single one of these freaking books. It's in every single one of these freaking books. You know the big double-page spreads saying, Bendis! Bendis is here! Bendis is there! Bendis is on the toilet! All those crazy freaking double-page spreads. Okay, I actually don't see one in this book. That's almost disturbing, because I know it's in some of the other DC books this week. Anyhow, yeah, man, I think that... I think it's a possibility that Morrison was like, yeah, I don't want any of those damn things in my stories. Anyway, I know that it's in, like, Batman number 58, so it is what it is. Anyway, mind you, this is Grant Morrison. He just showed up, and everybody's like, oh, my God, the Grant Morrison writing Green Lantern. He's just it's going to be great. Look, it is actually really good, but I do also want to quell a couple of expectations, okay? Look, this could be the greatest Green Lantern ever. It could also just be, you know, moderately cool, okay? But remember, DC isn't putting all their eggs in this one, okay? With Bendis, you know, oh my God, it's the second coming. Literally, it's the second coming, all right? Like, double-page spreads to this day, literally to this day, to this week, they're doing these double-page spreads of, Bendis. They're not doing that with Morrison. Like, oh, here's a page. You're coming. Cool. Oh, you're here. Cool. Hey, we'll give you a page in the back of the book so you can talk about your version of the Green Lantern. Oh, we'll give you a couple preview pages we'll put directly in the, you know, DC Nation book. It'll be great. You'll really like it. You'll like it a lot. Aside from that, they're not really putting too much into this. So, I'm going to take that as a good sign. That we're just being told, here we go. Here's little Grant Morrison. His corner of the world. He's going to do what he wants to do. Y'all know that he's going to do what he wants to do. And he's being very respectful to everything that happened before. He does tell you through character narration, hey man, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. All of the Green Lantern history that's ever been written, it's all still in continuity. So just chill. Cool, man. Very cool. All that being said, this was a good issue. But don't look. I'd rather you guys go in with expectations that are more comparable to a human being as opposed to the second coming, because I think that, you know, they really overdid it with Bendis, and people are just like, you know, he's got these two Superman books and they're not good, but well, that's what happens when you put double-page splash spreads in every single thing in the world, literally just saying, Bendis is coming. Dude, I don't care about his sex life, okay? I don't care about anybody's sex life. I'm more concerned with, you see what I did there? I'm more concerned with, is there going to be some good stories? Are there going to be some good stories coming our ways? With Morrison, I think we all are on the same page that, yes, there probably are, but he's just a guy. And DC isn't putting all the regs together with the double page splashes and everything like that. So, just, that's it. That being said, really good first issue. All right, highly recommended. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.